Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ezenaya Delight, popularly known as Nancy. In today's video, I am going to be teaching you how to perfectly do transitions and cuts. So if you don't know how to do transitions and cuts, you are in the right place, and this particular video is for you. Transitions and cuts is literally one of the simplest video editing you can think of. And yes, I can say that again. You can use any editing apps like CapCut, InShot, or UCut to edit any of your TikTok transition videos. So in transitions, there is the simple ones which almost anyone can recreate, and there is also the complicated ones. So in this video, I'll first start with the simple ones before we move into the complicated ones. All right, so even if there is something like simple and complicated transitions, if you consistently edit videos, you can be able to make those complicated ones, because they said practice makes perfect. So if you consistently do something, you become perfect in that thing. So I'm going to edit these transitions using CapCut, and I'll also edit using InShot, because I learned some people knows how to use CapCut and doesn't know how to use InShot, and there are also people that know how to use InShot but doesn't know how to use CapCut. So I'm here for you. I'm going to teach you so that you get used to it, get used to the apps, and also teach you the fundamentals so you understand how this can be done, whether CapCut or InShot. Okay, so with that much being said, let's dive straight into the video. I am going to turn my camera to landscape so you see the device clearly. I'll first start with recording the first clip, then once I'm done with that, I'll change to the next outfit. I'm dancing to one of TikTok's viral sound, so this is the second outfit, but I'll repeat the same process so I won't be confused. Then I'll also change to the third clip because I also want to make it 3. All right, for InShot, I'll go to InShot, then I'll go to video, and I'll go to new and select the videos I want to use. Then I'll add. First things first, I'll remove the watermark. Very important. After that, I'll split and cut those unwanted parts. So this is where the work starts. You have to be very intentional about this place to be able to produce a perfect transition results. All right. The reason I'm pinching and zooming this part is for it to be accurate so that I can see clearly where to transition. Once I get the perfect shots, I'll go to split, I'll split, then I'll delete. After that, I'll head to the second clip and locate the endpoint of the first clip from the second. You understand that? Then I'll do the same. I'll hit split and delete. It will automatically join together. Then I'll also have to include the third clip by splitting part of the second. Once I've done that, I'll head to the third clip and locate the endpoint of the second clip, then split and delete for it to join together perfectly well. After the whole process, I'll now adjust my speed scale back to its normal position. Then let's watch what we did if there was a mistake. You see that? It's all accurate. So that is that. Okay, let's move over to CapCut and repeat the same thing. I'll go to CapCut. Once I open my CapCut, I'll tap on Create. Then it will bring me to my device gallery where I'll select the clips I want to use. I'll then add it to my project. I'll start the same process we did. I'll split and cut those unnecessary parts. Then I'll speed up the scale to see clearly what I'm doing. It's just the same thing we have said. Cut the part of the first where you want to join the second for it to complement the first. Then do the same thing for the third clip. Once you've accurately done this, everything will come out well and your transition will be so smooth and so cool at the same time. So if you want to learn how to do transitions very well and be so good in it, this is a perfect video for you to watch. So I'm done locating those points I'll transition to. Then after the splitting and cutting process, I'll adjust the scale. Then I'll watch what I did so far. So that is that for the simple transitions. There are people that will still do this style and will still make mistakes. They won't do it perfectly like this. But if you follow the steps, you can be able to create cool transitions, okay? So let's move over to the complicated transitions. It's all what we've been saying so far. There is no difference, there is no change. Once you do the first clip, if you want to add the second, you have to change, start the video again, do the second and the third clip. Or you have to repeat the same process so that you won't be confused or so that you won't make mistakes. So after we have successfully done all that, the next thing is to move over to our InShots. We'll focus on just InShots, okay? CapCut is more easier. So once you come to your new, you have to select those videos you want to use. Then after that, you add it to your project, add the sound. I prefer extracting from my device. Then once you've added your sound, the next thing is to reduce the volumes of the video so that only the sound will be playing, okay? It's also very important. Why you have to do that is because if you don't, the sound from the video will also be playing along with the sound, so it will be noisy. So after adding your sound, we'll start the work. We'll start splitting and cutting those parts that are not necessary. Then the very important thing here is to remove your watermark. If you don't remove your watermark and you post it in any of your platforms, it can hurt your pages, okay? There is no much stress here. This is just to make your work come out neat, okay? So we'll start the splitting, but before we split, very important, we are going to increase the speed rate so that we'll see clearly where to split, okay? We'll see clearly where to cut and split, okay? Once you've successfully done that for the first clip, you move over to second clip to start splitting where the first one ended, okay? This is just the way I do mine. So you can try this method so that you'll be professional in any of your transition videos or anything that you want to cut and add. So I'm done with that. I'll also repeat that same process in the second clip. Once I get to the second clip, I'll cut that part that I don't need because the first clip already have it. Once I cut it, it will join together with the first and the both of them will correspond. After I'm done with that, I'll have to repeat the same process to the third clip. So let's see that. Have you seen it? Good. We'll have to move over to the other side where we want to join the third clip at this point. So this is the importance of increasing the speed rates. You see clearly what you are doing, where to split, because if you don't increase it, your transitions will not come out professionally. Understood? It's just the same process. Then the final step is doing that same thing you have been doing so far to the third clip so that when you cut and split it, it will join together. It's as easy as ABCD. So let's see our work. Wait for it. You see how smooth it's gonna go. So as you're watching, you carefully see if there's any other adjustment. So there is no adjustment. So our work is perfect. We are good to go. Let me know if this was helpful. So if you've seen that it's good, all you have to do is to make little adjustment to those ones that is remaining, which is no much work here, okay? Thank you all for watching this video to the end. I hope this video was helpful. Please, if it was, don't forget to like this video, comment what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these content. Thank you all for watching. I would like to see you all in my next video. Bye.